Milan's convention hall roaring with anticipation, camera flashes exploding like fireworks, and 7 manufacturers about to gamble their reputations on machines that don't exist yet on any road. EICMA just revealed 2026's motorcycle lineup. But which of these 7 bikes will you actually see thundering past you next year, and which will vanish into cautionary tales of hype gone wrong? A mysterious crate hides Royal Enfield's boldest secret. BMW dares to shrink its legend. The battle for your garage and your heart starts now. Number 7. Royal Enfield Bullet 650. Can you wrap 1950s soul around 2026 machinery and call it authentic? Or is the new Bullet 650 just carefully packaged Instagram bait? Royal Enfield's latest gamble transplants their refined 648 cubic centimeter parallel twin into classic Bullet styling. Teardrop tank, sweeping fenders, spoke wheels, and enough chrome to blind passing traffic. That proven engine delivers 47 horsepower and 52 Newton meters of torque with surprisingly modern smoothness. A far cry from the thumping, vibrating single-cylinder bullets that define decades of Indian motorcycling. Priced around £5,800, it slots between nostalgia and affordability. But here's the contradiction. The original Bullet earned its reputation through raw, mechanical honesty, oil leaks, character-rich vibration, simplicity bordering on primitive. The 650 platform is refined, reliable, almost too polished. Does that modernization honor heritage or betray it? When Triumph Bonneville's Kawasaki Z650 RS and Yamaha's XSR lineup already dominate the retro segment, why does another heritage bike matter? The answer might be positioning. Royal Enfield threads a needle between emerging market affordability and developed market credibility. Early Western dealer interest suggests younger riders crave accessible retro without Triumph's price tag or Honda's corporate polish. The Bullet 650 promises customization potential, but will Royal Enfield deliver factory accessories or force buyers into aftermarket dependency? This is motorcycling's eternal tension, craving simplicity while demanding modern reliability. The Bullet 650 offers both, wrapped in vintage aesthetics for riders who want to feel like rebels without actually risking roadside breakdowns. It's nostalgia you can trust, which might be exactly what 2026 needs, or precisely what kills the magic. Number 6. BMW F450 GS. What happens when BMW, a name synonymous with hulking adventure bikes, dares to shrink its legend? The 2026 F450 GS bursts onto the scene with one mission: capture the energy of the ever-popular Yamaha Tenere 700 and KTM 890, while luring riders who once thought GS was out of reach. Its heart is a brand new 450 cubic centimeter liquid-cooled single, pushing out a claimed 43 horsepower, snappy enough for off-road confidence, frugal enough for day-to-day commutes, all managed by a 6-speed quick shifter in switchable ride modes. It's priced from £8,299 in the UK, undercutting much of the storied GS lineup, but still banking on that blue and white badge. BMW flashes 2 faces: cast wheels if you crave city style, spoked for rougher terrain, and a fully adjustable suspension that tailors the ride to your ambition. TFT dash, cornering ABS, and optional heated grips challenge Japanese midweights on spec. But does this mechanical wizardry come at the cost of long-term BMW reliability? Spring 2026 brings the first deliveries, but as with any new platform, early adopters might trade status for unsolved glitches. The real gamble: can BMW uphold its reputation for endurance, or is this lighter, leaner GS a calculated risk for a crowded segment? Now park this next to a Ninja 400 or Tenere and ask, do you see a future legend or a bold experiment that could rewire what adventure bike means for a whole new generation? The heart and wallet each have an answer. Only the road decides who's right. Number 5. Ducati Hypermotard V2. How much difference can 13 kilograms make? Throw your leg over the 2026 Ducati Hypermotard V2, and the answer isn't just numbers, it's a shock to your senses. This machine shrugs off the extra kilos of its predecessor, carving apexes with a lightness and urgency that's pure Bologna magic. At its heart, a fresh 937 cubic centimeters Testostretta V2, now churning out a lively 114 horsepower, breathing through Euro 5 plus emissions without losing its signature howl. Ducati's engineers reimagined everything: lighter frame, forged wheels, sharper angles, and the rider reaps the reward in every flick and full throttle charge. For 13,695 pounds, you get the base model's red-blooded Italian aggression, but if you crave the spotlight and a few extra bragging rights, the white, silver, red SP version ups the ante with Öhlins suspension and carbon details for 15,495 pounds. Both get cornering ABS, up-down quick shifter, and a full-color TFT dash, pushing supermotored tech to the limit. But is all this weight loss and sophistication an answer to a fading trend? Or is Ducati reviving a dormant genre for a new age? Supermotored fever once swept the scene, but as adventure bikes and retro nakeds claim the crown, the V2 risks feeling like a rogue outlier. Still, for true believers and riders who live for that moment of perfect control, the Hypermotard V2 is pure temptation, a last glorious stand for Italian two-wheeled passion in a world growing ever more pragmatic. For some, it's impractical. For the rest, it's irresistible. Number 4. Honda CB 1000 GT. How does Honda deliver 150 horsepower, semi-active suspension, and sport touring refinement for under 12,000 pounds? And why does that bargain make some riders suspicious? The 2026 CB 1000 GT stands as proof that not every motorcycle needs an exotic badge to deliver genuine performance. Its 998 cubic centimeter inline-4 engine pumps out a creamy 150 horsepower and 77 pound-feet of torque, wrapped in practical bodywork designed for all-day comfort and mile-eating capability. Showa's electronically adjustable suspension reads the road in real time, adapting damping on the fly, tech borrowed from machines costing twice as much. Yet here's the paradox. Honda's reputation for bulletproof reliability and sensible engineering can feel like a curse in an Instagram-obsessed era. While BMW's K1600 GT commands 18,000 pounds and the Kawasaki Versys 1000 hovers near 13,500 pounds, Honda undercuts both with ruthless efficiency. But does that pricing reflect smart manufacturing or hidden compromises? Is the inline-4's legendary smoothness a timeless virtue, or does it feel outdated when V-twins and parallel twins dominate showroom conversations with raw character? Early dealer buzz suggests strong interest, but Honda faces allocation questions. Will supply meet demand, or will scarcity accidentally boost desirability? The CB 1000 GT forces a choice: invest in passion or invest wisely. For riders chasing thrill over sense, this Honda disappears into background noise. But for those who understand that the best motorcycle is the one that never breaks, never disappoints, and still delivers every promise without drama, the CB 1000 GT becomes the smartest secret in 2026's lineup. Head says yes, heart hesitates. Number 3, Yamaha R7 is finally adding ride-by-wire throttle and cruise control in 2026 innovation, or admission that Yamaha's been asleep at the wheel? The updated R7 rolls into showrooms with features that rivals standardized years ago, dressed up in striking 70th anniversary livery that screams celebration but whispers, "Please don't notice we're late." Under the fairings sits the same beloved 689 cubic centimeter CP, two parallel twin from the MT-07, still delivering 73.4 horsepower and that signature torquey punch. Now managed by electronic riding modes, traction control, and a full-color TFT dash. At 8,999 pounds, it undercuts the Aprilia R660 by nearly 2,000 pounds. But are you saving money or settling? Here's the tension. The CP2 engine built a cult following on raw, unfiltered characters. Does ride-by-wire refine that magic or sanitize it? Yamaha promises the soul survives, but riders who love the analog honesty might feel betrayed by electronic babysitting. Meanwhile, The Ninja 650 and RS 660 offer more sophisticated electronics, leaving the R7 perpetually playing catch-up in a spec sheet war it never seems to win. Yet Yamaha's dealer network is everywhere. Parts are cheap and reliability is legendary. When the RS 660 visits the shop for the third time, the R7 just keeps running. Is that enough in 2026, when younger buyers chase Instagram-worthy tech over maintenance intervals? The 70th anniversary paint looks gorgeous, but it can't hide the uncomfortable truth. Yamaha's banking on loyalty, not leadership. For some, that's exactly enough. For others, it's a painful reminder that heritage doesn't equal progress. Number 2, Suzuki SV650 Adventure. What happens when you take motorcycling's most beloved budget twin and bolt on adventure credentials a decade after everyone else? The 2026 SV650 Adventure emerges as Suzuki's answer to a question nobody was asking, yet might be exactly what the market secretly needs. That iconic 645 cubic centimeter V-twin still pumps out 76 horsepower of reliable, torquey enthusiasm, now wrapped in adventure cosplay, taller windscreen, crash bars, panniers, a larger 5.3-gallon tank, and ride-by-wire, throttle-managing selectable riding modes. Priced around £7,499. It undercuts the Honda CB 500X by over £1,500 and the Versys 650 by nearly £2,000. But here's the brutal truth. While Kawasaki and Honda refined adventure-specific engineering for years, Suzuki's playing dress-up with a naked bike platform. Does the SV's famously simple character survive adventure transformation? Or does added weight and complexity expose what the platform was never designed to handle? Suspension travel remains modest, power adequate but not abundant, and the electronics feel mandatory rather than inspired. Checkbox modernization instead of genuine evolution? Yet for riders who prioritized affordability and simplicity over Instagram-perfect adventure credentials, the SV650 Adventure might be precisely right. It's not pretending to conquer the Himalayas or tackle serious off-road. It's honest transport for gravel roads, long weekends, and budget-conscious exploration. Suzuki arrives late, but maybe that's the point. While competitors climbed ever higher in price and complexity, the SV650 Adventure whispers, "Adventure doesn't require a mortgage." For purists, it's heresy. For pragmatists, it's overdue genius. Number 1, Royal Enfield Himalayan 750. Why would you display your most anticipated motorcycle locked inside a wooden crate at the world's biggest bike show? Royal Enfield's EICMA move was equal parts theater and confession, a tantalizing mystery wrapped in marketing genius, or an admission that the 2026 Himalayan 750 wasn't quite ready for its close-up. Either way, the hype is deafening. That crate conceals a brand new 750 cubic centimeter, liquid-cooled, parallel twin promising around 45 to 50 horsepower, a massive leap from the original Himalayan 411's underwhelming 24.3 horsepower that left riders wanting more on highways and mountain passes. Here's what's at stake. Can Royal Enfield finally deliver Japanese-level refinement? Or will the 750 magnify existing complaints about heat, vibration, and build quality inconsistencies? The original Himalayan earned cult status for its character and accessibility, priced around £4,500, but performance gaps were undeniable. If the 750 lands near £6,500 to £7,000, it challenges Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki directly, but without decades of proven adventure engineering behind it. The crate strategy reveals everything. Anticipation for a mid-2026 launch, yes, but also caution. Royal Enfield's playing the long game, managing expectations while production capacity ramps up. Will demand create waitlists that accidentally boost desirability or expose manufacturing limitations? This is Royal Enfield's legitimacy test, proof they've evolved from budget novelty to genuine competitor, or confirmation they remain forever the character-rich alternative for riders prioritizing soul over specs. The crate opens soon. Hope and skepticism wait on opposite sides, both equally convinced that they're right. So, after seeing what 2026 has unleashed, which of these bikes would you pre-order right now? Practical value, raw emotion, or pure style? No 2026 motorcycle is perfect. Every bike on this list has quirks, drawbacks, or some compromise between price, passion, and practicalities. Your perfect ride depends on who you are at this moment. Adventurer, everyday commuter, socialite, soul searcher, or calculated bargain hunter. In a year where brand history collides head-on with modern necessity, being clear about what you want from your motorcycle is the best buyer's trick of all. The best 2026 motorcycle isn't the one with the most gadgets or the biggest ego. It's the one that matches how you actually ride. Choose honestly, drop your pick in the comments, and join the conversation as these machines hit real roads. Don't forget to subscribe for in-depth reviews, head-to-head shootouts, and first owner stories at 5,000 miles.